Hello everyone, and welcome to Loop Hero, the demo. This is a game that I've talked about on stream a couple of times, and I am super stoked. This is a game where, as far as I can tell, you are the dungeon master, kind of like in D&D. You're the dungeon master that has to create the world and make it interesting for the hero. This music is fantastic. The graphics are styled after the old Commodore 64 style, which is like my jam personally, and I am super excited about that. So if you are excited with me, go ahead and hit the like button now. And you can always unlike during the video. I'm not normally the person that asks for likes, but I am super stoked about this game, and I want to know if you are too. Or throw a comment, or hit me up on other socials. That's fine too. But anyway, we're gonna jump in because I'm so excited. Listen to that music. The music is so good. You can obviously tell that this is a passion project just from the menus and the music and everything. The stars in the sky are going out one by one. But no one notices it. No one can stop it. I'm racing to the last place where there's still hope. I need to make it before it's too late. Sounds of agony will quickly fade. The world will be destroyed. Even the memory of it will be gone. And if there's absolutely no chance of bringing everything back, then there will always be someone who's willing to do the impossible. In a place without space, without time, without memories. Where am I? I can't see anything except this path. Oh no. So sorry to break the character, but that talking noise could use a little bit of work, but I'm into it. It's fine. My head is killing me. I remember only a skeleton with a staff in the sky. This darkness was coming from him. Did he destroy everything around here? Just standing here won't do me any good, I guess. Alright, so we're into it now. Press the switch to change between adventure, traveling through the map, and planning, stop modes. Right click or space. Continue your journey by changing the game mode. Okay. I hope I'll be able to find some shelter before nightfall. If such a thing as night still even exists without a sky, of course. That's a good point. Where's the chicken? Pay attention to the day progress bar at the top of the screen. New enemies usually appear at the end of the day. Continue your journey by changing the game mode. Okay. Wow, that moves quickly. A living ball of slime. Quite a nuisance. They digest everything they can. Hey! I remembered this creature. Maybe I just need to freshen up my memory and everything will go back to normal. Traveling, fighting, and most other actions are done automatically. The player can't affect them directly. Press anywhere to continue. Okay, so we're auto-fighting. It's hard to fight with your bare hands. I think there's a weapon in the remains of this thing that's not fully digested. You have an inventory and an item slot. You know what to do. Equip. Heck yeah. I think I remember that there was a grove nearby. Are these even my memories? Or do they belong to that slime? Interesting. You can use the card mechanics. Oh no. You can use cards that are left after defeating enemies and various new objects to the map. Oh, to add various new objects to the map. That's what planning mode is for. Drag the card to a suitable place to remember the land. Interesting. So you're helping the character remember. Good. Now continue your journey. I wonder if I should give this narration, this instructional, like, a voice. Because it's starting to feel very quippy. It's starting to have a little bit of character in and of itself, and I'm really stoked about that, actually. So I think I'm going to do that. So let me reread that one. Also, I'm sight reading a lot of these lines, so forgive me if the voice acting isn't really on par or anything like that. Still getting used to the whole concept of sight reading. Good. Now, continue your journey. Hey, there's a fox. Fight to the death. Forest rat wolf. Forest rat wolf. I was right. Some emotional stress, a few colorful images, and a bit of adrenaline, and everything will be forgotten like a bad dream. Or remembered as a bad... Damn. It's good that nobody's listening. Yeah, so apparently there's some language in the game. That doesn't particularly bother me. I apologize. I did not know that. So be aware if you have kids watching, there may be some language. You can get new You can get new items and cards during battle, as you've probably already noticed. Some items have unique abilities, as do most of the cards. By hovering over an item or card, you can inspect its properties. Equip a new weapon and place a new card on the map to continue. Alright, so we have a spear. Damage is 4 to 6. I mean, it's comparable to the axe, but this has a potential for a counter. Oh, that just yeets the other one out of existence. I hate myself for saying that. That one just burns the other one out of existence. We're going to drop a forest. We're going to drop it... Oh, in the middle. And then rock. Great. So there's a mountain over there, and here's a forest. The world is just like new. The branches and stones in my backpack are a sure sign of that. I feel dumb reading this. Alright. Some of your actions will yield you resources that you will need further on. But not right now. But that shouldn't stop you from looking at them right now. Continue your journey by changing the game mode, space, or right-click to switch modes. Preserved rock, apparently untouched by the Lich's curse and thus suitable for building, despite the shapelessness of the world. A Lich, okay. A log that somehow managed to keep its structural integrity despite the general chaos. Feels like it's describing me. A log, check. Somehow managed to keep its structural integrity. Mostly. Despite the general chaos. Absolutely my life. I think it's time to have some rest. The game itself is a journey on a looped path. Only you will decide when it's time for the hero to return to the camp. Either you, or the fangs and claws of your enemies, of course. You can retreat almost any time, but a special animation will let you know when it's safer to do it. Retreat to the camp by pressing the button. Thought of leaving the battlefield and going back to your cozy camp has passed through your mind. What a timely idea. The camp is just around the corner. Retreat, you will keep all resources. It's cold and dark here. A small fire can solve both these problems. Yeah, so get to work. Nice blue. Oh my god. Man, if I was any kind of musical artist, I'd be coming up with some words for this music. This is dope. I love this. Nice place to set up camp. That's when all resources you've gathered will come in handy. Who could have thought? You've just enough wood and stones to make a campfire. What a nice coincidence. Build a campfire using the building function while in a camp. Press the build button, select the campfire, and blaze it. Can we take a moment to appreciate, well, we can't really, the aesthetic of this though? Like, this is insane. I love this. Congratulations. You've beaten this annoying tutorial. You can now start your first expedition. Or not. Do as you wish. Oh. Oh. This path. Everything's wrong. But I remember. It looks like a completely different place, and it's empty again. Do my actions even have any meaning? I have a choice. If one needed to give up and cry to save the world, I'd be the worst savior of all. Let's do this. Okay. Alrighty. I can get behind this. Throw some armor on you. Max HP 92. Whoa, that was a lot of slimes. Vampire Mansion. Hungry eyes follow your every move through the holes in the roof. I don't know if I want to place that yet. Battlefield. Smells of blood and steel. Oh yeah. We're coming up on the battlefield, boys and girls and peoples. Sorry, I'm still trying to break those habits. Let's put a meadow there, and a mountain there, and a rock there. I don't know where I want to put the Vampire Mansion yet. I'm digging this aesthetic though. Like, this is beautiful. Like, I get it, for a lot of people this is like old-timey and everything, but this is so good. 4 to 6 damage, magic damage 2, attack speed +4. We've got more rock. Oh, we're up against 2 enemies. First blood. Spider cocoon. We're gonna put that there. Slime. Oh, it pauses your game. Oh, the attention to detail is so good. It's so good. We're gonna put a meadow here. And we're gonna do another grove there, another mountain there, a rock there, and a spider cocoon there. I'm thinking, since this was such a nasty place for them to travel, I'm liking adding some stuff over here. And we'll go back to adventuring. So that grove helps us out. I need to remember to equip things. How's this for 4 to 6 damage, 4 to 6 damage. 92, 93, okay. Stable branches. Somehow the memory of these sticks wasn't lost. We got some rations, small amount of food. We're still doing pretty well on our adventure here, so let's keep going. This magic damage and attack speed is nice. Man, the labor of love that this person, that these developers put into this game, this is so cool. And granted, I know for a lot of the flash and the bang and everything that you can get for, or from like Call of Duty games or some of the more popular modern games, this is probably not the aesthetic that you would be accustomed to. But like, I come from, like, I was born in 1994. Like, I'm gonna be 27 in 2021 here. What's this? A ring. Vampirism. Nice. Can I take that off? I can't. Sweet. So I come from, like, not that long ago, honestly. But I come from a time where, like, we were in between on these graphics and things like that. Like, the style of gaming that we have now is so cool to me because I grew up with games that were a little bit newer than this, but the concept was still derivative of this. Oblivion. A bit of the Lich's magic causes anything to be totally forgotten. Ooh, I don't want that right now. We have another vampire mansion. We don't want to double up on that. So, like, I come from an era that was bridging this gap, and there were some incredible games that came out of that. There were a lot of garbage-style games, and I'm not saying the games themselves were garbage, but the styling of them was not fantastic. I love this backdrop it's giving us. Rat Wolf, okay. So, I can appreciate what this is doing for us, right? Like, this is... Ooh. Hungry Eyes. We'll do it there. This is, it's so cool because I can appreciate the amount of work. And on top of that, you know, like for my day job, I'm a software engineer. And so the amount of work that goes into developing all of the aspects of this game are crazy to me. We're gonna retreat back. I can't believe it. Hey, there's somebody there. I can't believe it. Hey, everybody. Oh, this is her. Sorry. Her? This is this person. I can't believe it. Hey, everybody. The boy has managed to return. Survivors? Does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did you come from? Is there still a place out in the darkness or without darkness? We don't know where we came from. Or we can't remember. These people you see are only a small part of that, a small part that's left from the group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached that conclusion because of the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. Every day we find new signs of people that, as far as we know, or as far as everybody here knows, have never even been with us. It's like we forgot them. You forgot? Exactly. It's like people disappear every day and we instantly forget that they even existed. Almost as if we forgot the place we came from. And our families. Maybe even ourselves. My name is Yota. That's the part I still remember. Nobody else's memory is in much better shape. That's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. But wait, you said that I'd managed to return. It means that you knew that I had left here. That's why it's so important for us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we were able to approach you. Listen, we can't wander around in this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire and a few sleeping bags here. A real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Oh, of course. I'd be very grateful if we could team up. I want to restore everything. I've begun to remember the world as it was before. But there's no point to it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remembering the world? I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted. But we'd be glad if you could help us, and we'd be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to go with you. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us, leaving the group is too dangerous. I will ask no such thing of you. For now, I just want to have a place to return to. A place where I can hear other people's voices. Well, that's lovely. Oh. We weren't joking about helping you. Here are the few things that survived the cataclysm and neither vanished nor were forgotten. You might need them. Oh. Wow. This is enough to turn a caterpillar into a butterfly, a seed into a sprout, or a drop of water into steam. Will turn itself into something else too if you collect enough of it. 20 changes form a complete metamorphosis. Interesting. A small pack of food found in the ruins of the New World. Unlike the rest of the world, hunger is still here, and you'll need all the means you can get to fight it. Somehow the memory of these sticks wasn't lost. 12 pieces of sticks form a beam of stable wood. Okay. Preserved pebbles. Small stones that still remember how the world used to look. When you hold them, you're able to vaguely remember it for a few seconds, too. 10 pebbles form one preserved rock. Apparently untouched by the Lich's curse and thus suitable for building, despite the shapelessness of the world. Fair enough. And ration. Okay. I want to build. Field kitchen would be good. Smithy would also be great, but I think we need to focus on building a field kitchen for them. And I like very much the idea of this. Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier. Insightful. What? You're waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. Everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes and everyone in this camp will be running to my table, following the tasty smell of a good stew. Fair enough. It's going to be hard for me to remember all these voices, but I'll try. Next up, a refuge would be good. Gymnasium would be great, but I don't have the resources for it. I'm going to do a campfire. Looks like we have enough campfire. Oh, we have 1 of 1. I see. In these dire times, it's your duty to offer help to the needy. Can only be built next to a field kitchen. Okay. Okay. Anything else I can do? Smithy, I don't have the resources for. Herbalist hut, I don't have the resources. Wow, this is extensive. Let's do another expedition. Ooh. Oh. Deck building menu? What? What is happening? Chapter 1. Enemies have 0 to 1 abilities. Enemy strength negative 5%. Enemy strength growth plus 2 per amount of resource. I don't know what that says. I can't quite read that. Leaning forward. Yeah. I'm guessing. Actually, I wonder if that's a purposeful glitch, like, maybe it's a space, or maybe if it's a purposeful glitch to let you know that, that somebody's forgotten. Class warrior, yep. Place for the dead and some of the living occasionally. That's awful. Spawns a skeleton every 3 days. Can I check out what a skeleton's stats are? Spider cocoon was fine, that was fine. So right now what I'm doing, I believe, is I'm choosing cards that I've had that allows me to earth covered with a thick heals 2 HP at the start of each day. That's lovely. that. Yeah, I'm essentially choosing my options for what I can build this world with, which is phenomenal. If you don't know me at all, that's fine. I guess I don't understand what's happening. Oh, I guess I can't do anything. I do a little bit of DMing. I'm not phenomenal. Sorry, I needed a drink really badly. I do a little bit of dungeon mastering here and there. I'm not overly familiar with all the mechanics, but I do some simple stuff here and there, right? So I like to have fun with it. I do pretty loose, pretty relaxed campaigns and things like that. Right now I'm actually a player character in a Descent into Avernus playthrough, which is a little bit more of an involved one, as far as, like, you have to have some dedication from your players because there are some pretty wicked things that can happen. Essentially, you're playing through a game where these people, the players, are taking their characters through essentially the game's version of hell, which is rough. And there's a bunch of stuff that goes in with that too. Damage 3 to 5 or 4 to 6. We're gonna do 4 to 6. So it's this kind of game style is really cool to me because it allows me to express my creativity. I really like that lighthouse there. Without having to come up with everything from the ground up, so to speak. Obviously, I'm developing the ground here, but I don't have to build everything from my own imagination without any help or resource. Which is fine by me. Like, this gives really cool, tangible direction. And I could totally see how this could help prep people for what it's like to be a DM, because they can get an overall feel for things. I think I want to do that there. Put that in the crook there to give them a little bit of respite after this grove. And a mountain there, and a mountain there. And I think I'm going to put... excuse me. I'm going to put that there to make it a little interesting for them. Movement speed within its range, attack speed for all units. Lovely. Looks like I can speed this up. We're going to do a meadow right there. I think a lighthouse right there. And a battlefield right next to that spider's cocoon. So I enjoy playing the game. Absolutely, and it gives me a lot of perspective on how the players go about playing the game. But what's even better to me is being able to... Oh yeah, we're going to do that. Giving me an opportunity to be creative for how I want to play my character is so much fun and so gratifying. But this kind of game allows me to branch out and see other aspects that I wouldn't necessarily think about. Ooh. 3 shield. But I've got 4. 83 armor versus my 91. That's not nearly as good. So I don't know where I was going with that, but I do like to play. I like to play D&D quite a bit. I'm really excited to jump in. I actually bought a campaign book for the first time in quite a while. It is the Rime of the Frost Maiden, which is really, really cool. I'm really, really excited for that. I want to run it. It's apparently got some horror themes to it, which is just lovely. We are going to do this. Yeah. And I'm obviously learning this game as I go, so I'm not overly familiar with what's going to happen. Or what the best strategies are. And this is a brand new game. As I've said, this is just the demo for the game, which is super cool because... it comes out March 4th of this year, and it is, as of this recording, February 5th. Technically, I started recording on the... Well, yeah, on the 5th, technically. Because it's midnight right now. It's 12:37, but I'm having too much of a blast. I'm going to do a vampire mansion right there. And a battlefield right here. We're gonna do rocks there, all along this craggy side. Have a mountain in the middle. Rocks there, and I don't want to do that one yet. That's a useful card for later. That looks like treasure. Is that a mimic? It is not. Oh, this is a good run. Vampirism. 10-16, 2 damage to all vampirism. I like the regen though. 3, 11 defense. Yes. And 83, okay. What are we getting here? Max HP, oh, yes. And we're gonna do that because I don't want the vampirism any longer than I need to. This is a lot different than I had expected. This is not what I would have anticipated, but that's not a bad thing. Like, this is super sweet. Hats off to you developers. This is incredible. I love this so much. And I will be buying the game because it's coming out. It's like $15 on Steam. Like, what kind of mad people are these developers? Defense ring, I'm not vibing with. I could use a necklace, or I could use some of these other things. I need a helm, maybe some boots. We've got a really solid campaign building for this. Plus the overarching story. Like, I wasn't sure if the player of this game was supposed to be the one that decided everything. Ooh. Not gonna lie, the health is a bit better. So we're gonna do that. That one sucks. And neither of these are what I want them to be. Can I just drop them out? No. Okay. And we'll throw another cemetery right there. Oh. Stop! No. Stop! Where do these goblins come from? I don't remember remembering you. We remembered ourselves. Now give us all you got. You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me restore order in this world first, and then you can do anything you want to. Goblin must rob. No other order in the world. Fair enough. I guess I don't have any valid objection there. Oh, wait. I do have one. How about... Yeah! Okay, so we're up against 3 goblins and a vampire lord. This is interesting. We're not doing bad whatsoever. We're doing very, very well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we just need some... It's strange how these creatures appeared here on their own. Maybe it means that everything is actually not so bad and the world is trying to restore itself. Or that even the apocalypse isn't enough to get rid of some of these pests. Oh, sorry. Or even that the apocalypse isn't enough to get rid of some pests. Some pests. I reread that wrong. I apologize. How are we doing? We're doing okay. We're doing okay. What's this? Map completion. When the bar is filled, the boss of this chapter will appear on the campfire tile. Okay. Road lantern would be really lovely right about there. Kill the slime, take the chest. And then we'll pop over to creation mode. We'll flesh out the map. What do we got? This is so much better. That's so much better. What have we got for that? We've got 10, 14, 11, 17 is decent, but regen per second is beautiful. 1422 is great damage. But that regen is sexy. That's okay. I think we're going to do that. I don't need the defense ring. I love this ring. This attack speed and counter is good. 83 is garbage. This is all garbage, 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 garbage. That defense shield is not too bad, but I'd rather have the higher defense than have the regen at the moment. Our regen is popping off right now. So I'm entirely sight reading. Oh, we need to build. I'm entirely sight reading this, which is weird to me. I'm gonna set a meadow up here and kind of lead into the next area there, maybe. Close off this stuff over here with some rocks. That lighthouse, maybe there's an ocean over here. Build that out, and I don't want to oblivion anything currently. So we're gonna continue our adventure. How's that chest coming along? Pretty good, pretty good. 276 damage to all, regen per second. Oh, damage to all plus 2, regen per second is 1 point. It's okay. The inventory management is interesting to me. I was not expecting that to be as small as it is. I wonder if there's a backpack you can get to expand it further. Cemetery, cool. Mountain, fantastic. Treasury, ooh, treasury. We might oblivion. What is that? That's a guiding light. Skeleton. Okay, you're tough. 31 hit of 31. I really want this treasury. I'm going to. Can I not cemetery that meadow? Or sorry, oblivion that meadow? I can, so I'm gonna do that. No, it just gets rid of it. I wonder if they come back around. Oh, I can only put it on the outside. Oh, what a waste. That's fine, though. Treasury, cemetery, mountain. We'll drop a mountain here. We'll throw a treasury on that side. Maybe the ocean kind of like, or the cliff ends there. And we'll put a good old-fashioned cemetery right there, in that crook there. Because that road lantern is handy. Spider and a slime. We can take that. But-da! I'm also working on writing my own campaign, which people that follow me over on Twitch may or may not remember. I was working with a tool called Anvil, or a World Anvil. I still am, actually. There we go, we got our meadow back. And a vampire mansion. I'm thinking we could probably throw a vampire mansion right there. And a rock right there. So I've been working with this program called World Anvil. It's a website. It's really cool. I'm not sponsored, obviously. Otherwise, there'd be tags all over for it. But it's a really cool tool that allows me to create a universe that I want to build stories out of. Maybe some mountains in the distance and some like foothills. And I'll throw a grove right there. And it's a world called Breldag, which is exciting to me because Breldag allows me to. Oh, I've got all the stuff I need to focus on as well. What's our show? 11. Let's get rid of what's 18 versus 6 in regen. Yeah, forget that. Ring gives 11 evasion and 2 magic damage. I'm gonna pop that shield on there. 276. I still like my current armor. I still like my current ring the most, I think. Although damage to all is gonna come in handy. Vampirism. We're gonna swap rings at this point. Damage to all, evasion. Pop that one on first, drop that one in place. I should have gotten rid of that first. I don't want to get rid of my good sword and replace with a rapier. This armor is garbage comparatively. That armor is garbage comparatively. Alright, we need some serious regen. I think we've already met. Back off, human. A vampire? Where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I would be glad to offer it. No more lands. No more flock. Only hundreds of years of emptiness. And hundreds of years of hunger. Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I will be able to keep my head straight. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. It demands its share. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I'm too weak, but you can help me then. I will set this crumbled world right. Right. I'm doing this not for just myself, but for everyone. In the name of good. Be grateful for my hard work and just let me bleed you dry. I have to be a little careful. My child is sleeping. One of my children is sleeping right above where I'm recording. Ooh, you hurt me bad. Vampires often owned our lands. They kept peace, helped our settlements to prosper. This won't do it all. Now they're just pale shadows of their former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently, the blood of other creatures doesn't make good sustenance. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures that just stand near him are imbued with the power to devour someone else's life. So interesting. Vampires are previously good. We need to heal up something fierce. We're not done with this map. Okay, new goblin camp. I'm thinking that we're going to be facing enough vampires that this will be good. The trade-off is there. We need the heavy armor. 276 would be good. Regen per second would be good, but we still have a better set of armor on us. Magic damage, damage to all, and evasion. I like this ring better because it offers evasion. Yeah, let's do that. Get us some treasure, unless it's a mimic. If you're unfamiliar with the concept of a mimic, it is a terrifying thing. Ooh, that's actually really good. We're gonna do that. It's a terrifying thing. Ooh. All right, hold on. This is shield, right? Armor. Max HP 309. Damage to all 2. Defense 2. Evasion 8. That's not as good as I thought it would be. I like my current armor because of the regen per second. I could definitely spec him a little bit harder towards regen. Defense of 15 with defense of 2. Defense counter. Is that comparatively like the defense counter? I don't know. It'd be good to get a greater variety. The axe does a lot better damage, but it's not what I need it to be at the moment. We're gonna build out these rocks a little bit more for that craggle there, and we're gonna do that. I don't want to do another vampire mansion yet. My healing is going up. I need to start. Oh, I can reorder things because they start to pop off the stack. Okay, good. I want to keep this up here. That shield can go. That ring can go. Those can go. Counter's fine and all, but it's not what I want. So we'll do that. I definitely need the health, though. The character needs the health the most. this multi-enemy thing is becoming an issue. This armor's really nice though, but it doesn't give me regen. I need to start speccing towards that. This one is not necessarily better. No, it isn't. It's actually a little bit worse than what I've got currently, I think, based on what I'm reading here. So, meadows, I wanted more meadow up here. And there's going to be, like, a little bit of rock, like, kind of shaping this out. We need some serious heals. And I'm not talking about healing the dogs. Oh, excuse me? Oh, but that's so good. Yeah. Screw the shields. I like my magic damage additional. Statting here is actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. I'm gonna shield up there. It's good to get into this and get familiar with... Oh, Oblivion would be... That's a really good one to hang on to. Because then I need to kill off something that's already there that's really tough. And I'm thinking, actually, this over here, just battle after battle after battle. Is that a goblin camp? Yeah, the goblins can go away. I did not place that there. Cemetery? No. Maybe a little bit of a pass there. Battlefield, we have quite a few battlefields. We have a cemetery that we could place. But I want to kind of reserve this for any more like healing that we can get. If I can get more groves, that would be lovely. We're getting pretty close to having to call this one though, because this health is really knocking me back. That defense is not... I mean, it's high defense, but it's not what I would want. So a little bit of healing there. Yeah, just consistent hits, man. Max HP is nice, but it's not enough. Yeah, they're just gonna bleed me dry if I'm not careful. So we're gonna do this. The thought of leaving the battlefield and going back to your cozy camp has passed through your mind. You'll have to leave some of your findings behind so the monsters won't catch you. You keep 60% of all resources you find. Let's stay. If I need to run, I can run between battles. I'll just be prepared to mash this button. A grove is a welcome thing. We've got meadows up here. Meadows are heals 2 HP at the start of each day. That's lovely. Lighthouse, movement speed within its range. I don't want movement speed around my healing. I would like movement speed out here. Maybe just there. Have a couple of lighthouses to kind of line the cliff there. I don't need another battlefield. What I do need though is heals right there. And we're gonna throw a rock there. And we're going to be prepared to mash this button because our health is down pretty low here. Magic damage, damage to all, defense counter. Magic damage, damage to all, evasion. I like that better. Oh, I don't see us winning this one. I don't see us surviving this. Oh, how did we survive that? We'll leave the resources. Retreat. We have to. Otherwise, we're gonna die.
Huh? Another success! You've returned and we still remember you. Unbelievable!
Yeah, it's good to be back. But I'd hardly call it a success. My old memories of the world are gone. The path is empty again, and there's only darkness everywhere I look.
Interesting. So, technically you remember that there are still things you forgot. We should find a way to use it. Let's talk about something more positive. We managed to tidy this place up. It's time for the next step.
What do you have in mind?
Expanding the camp. We have all sorts of craftsmen, from cooks to alchemists, or from cooks to an alchemist, but they all need a place to work. Maybe we can't use the materials from around here. You turn away for a second from a branch or a stone you've just found and it's gone. I'm afraid only you can solve the problem. The materials that survived your trip always look suitable for building.
But these are just stones and splinters. How can you build something from them?
Curious, huh? I noticed it with the fire you've made. The things you obtain somehow infect everything similar with stability. Only in small amounts, but it's still something. Even a small branch is enough to make a wooden wall exist without constant supervision.
Okay, so we're going to go to our build menu. And it looks like we need more provisions. Yeah, we already have a field kitchen. I need more for this. So I don't have much I can do there. We're going to select a save slot, and we're going to save in the middle one. Oh no, copy. That is so freaking cool. That is so cool. But that is it for this episode. I'm a little bit over on my time for my normal recording because that adventure I just wanted to succeed and get to a boss, but I don't think we're quite there yet. This was so much freaking fun. Again, not a sponsor whatsoever, but this game was so good. It still is. I'm not even through the demo yet. This is what a demo should be. It should be an experience for the player to jump in and have an opportunity to play through what the game is going to be like. I don't know where this demo is supposed to end. I wonder if it ends with the first boss you face. I don't know, but this right now, I am so hyped for this game because normally, like, I don't get super excited about a lot of games. I enjoy playing them while I'm playing them, but it's not like all day I'm thinking about playing this game. I'm thinking about jumping back in. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? There are a couple of games that break that pattern, such as Oxygen Not Included. I love Cuphead. I've gone back to Cuphead a few times. I've been really into Civ 6 lately. I'm jumping into Overwatch, which has got me thinking a lot through strategies and stuff. I've been watching a lot of videos on some strategies with that and pairings and stuff, or team setups and metas. But this game has me wanting to play more right now. I'm arguing with myself against it because I have to work tomorrow, and it's 1 in the morning, and I'm coming off of a high of completing a homework assignment because I went back to school. Story for another time. This is so great. I love this game so freaking much, and I'm so excited. If you haven't already, if you're really interested whatsoever, check it out on Steam. It's like $15. It is so good. This might be a set of games, or this might turn into a series that I don't cut things out of. I might go through and censor some words here and there, depending on how I feel. I'm really debating. I might just throw in a couple of bumpers and a couple of disclaimers here and there, but I don't even think I'm going to do the quippy captions on this that I did in Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, because this game is just so much of the style that I love, and I think I want to let the game speak for itself. This is a long outro, but I can't gush enough about it. The game is coming out on March 4th, as far as I can tell. The demo is out there now. It's going to be like, there's a pre-order for it available now for the game, but it's going to be like $15. It is, even just this demo, I would have paid $10 for this demo if I knew it was going to be this good. This game is so freaking great, and what's great about it is I can send it to my kids when they're old enough. I can have my friends play this and have them around their kids and stuff like that. This game is so freaking amazing that I will likely even upload this as an interim video in between all of the Legend of Zelda gameplay and everything like that. I love this game so much. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking out my channel. If you like this video, if you like the conversation, if you like the sound of my voice, go ahead and hit like. Go ahead and subscribe, because there's a lot more of this content coming out. I can tell you right now, this game has so much more to offer, and I am dying inside to play more. Thank you all. Stay safe and be healthy, and until next time, have a good one.